Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about my experience and journey as a sound healer. A lot of people don't know what sound healing is. It's very new to Western society, and there is not a lot of people of color who are sound healers. So I wanted to create this video to hold space for everyone interested in it, for people who want to try it, and just to kind of eliminate any feelings of just anxiety around coming to a sound bath class. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into my journey. I discovered sound healing back in 2018, and I discovered it after losing 3 very close dear loved ones of mine, all within less than a year. I had lost my brother, one of my favorite aunts, and a young nephew due to a car accident. He was actually hit by a car, and to me that just rocked my world. That was to top it off after the first 2 deaths. So I was experiencing so much anxiety. You can only imagine. Just like, I felt like, my world was like caving in a sense, because I was like, why am I experiencing all these loss, around me? And, my family, all of us are suffering from, these deaths that all happen very close to each other. And, we barely were able to process the first one, but then there was the next one, and then there was another one. So I was just, I had a lot of anxiety. I wanted to find a way for me to relax. I wanted to find a way for me to gain some clarity. I wanted to find a way to just make peace with everything that had happened in the previous year. So I started to meditate already. I was already practicing. I was reading books about it, and for some reason it was still really hard for me to just sit still and quiet my mind. So one day I was on Instagram, scrolling through Instagram, and I saw a sponsored post where someone was offering a class, and it was a sound bath class. And I was like, what's a sound bath? I thought it had something to do with a bath, of course, and water, but absolutely not. I looked at some of the benefits, and I was like, all these benefits that are listed, these are things that I need right now. I signed up for the class not knowing what I was getting myself into, and I went to the class by myself, obviously with some anxiety. I was like, oh my gosh, like, what is this? What are these instruments? I've never seen instruments like this before. I went there with an open mind, and everybody seemed really nice when I got there in the class, and the instructors as well. We pretty much laid down, and they played these different musical instruments to just allow us to relax and meditate. And the class was about 45 minutes to an hour. And after the class, I felt so relaxed. I felt so zen. And I noticed that I was just completely like woke and like present, because my mind was going nonstop, because I was just experiencing so many changes in my life all at once. So the following week, I just noticed a difference in the way I reacted to anything around me. I was just like so just still and present, and like things that would normally bother me weren't bothering me. I felt really, really good. And the only thing I had done different was the sound bath. I went ahead and said, I need to make this a practice. So I adopted it as a practice, and, I made that my self-care routine to continue to just go ahead and take these classes, because it was doing, serving me. So after continuing to go and like noticing how my life was changing, I just noticed that things that I wanted were starting to like fall into place. My relationships were improving. I just felt really good about myself. I felt really good, and I found peace with, all the deaths that I had recently had. And, I just felt like I had a bigger purpose. I went to school for undergrad, and I got my Bachelor of Science degree in Community Health Education and also School Health Education. And I got my Master's in Family and Consumer Science with an option in Family Studies. So my background was already in the space of serving the community, also serving students in school, but then also understanding the dynamics of family. And I wanted to be able to be of service to people in the community I was in this space of trying to figure out how that was all going to work out too after I finished my master's. So after, taking these sound bath classes, I noticed like this is something that is not offered to the inner city. This is not offered to a lot of people, and a lot of people don't know about it. So I decided to go ahead and sign up for the training and get certified. After that, the rest was history. So I signed up for my training. It was a couple-day training, and then I also did a mentorship. So I was playing for a while before I purchased my own instruments and started the business myself. My goal and intentionality of actually becoming a sound healer was to help people heal from the inside out. I needed healing when I first began, and I noticed how my life transformed. So I wanted to be able to be of service to help other people who may have gone through similar things as me or experiencing different things, because we are all on this journey of healing. There's always something that life is throwing at us, and it's just really important for us to have some sort of tool to continue to relax and to be present and make our lives meaningful. I was like, you know what? The world needs this. So I invested in my instruments, and I started doing classes at different yoga studios, or I'll do private events, or I also just collabed with other sound healers or other yoga instructors. I just kind of immersed myself in that whole culture of just, holistic modalities. And once I started, I just noticed how it impacted the people around me. I felt really, really happy to be of service. And I felt like my purpose with this was bigger than me, because people around me don't meditate. And, after doing my inner work and researching the benefits of it, I thought to myself, like, the whole world could benefit from this. I really wanted to be immersed in it even more. Believe it or not, I just started attracting the right people in my life that gave me more opportunities. One person who really had an impact in my life was my friend and mentor, Mary Lou, who actually met me coming to one of my sound baths, and she heard my journey and introduced me to an international solidarity network of healers. And I went through that training as well. It's an international training called Trauma Healing and Transformation. And in that training, we discuss and learn all the different holistic modalities. And I learned all those things. And I felt like it just really, really just opened my eyes to so much that us as humans in Western culture are not exposed to. That's why, I focused on all the different modalities, because there's not a one all fits all. Instead of doing sound bath meditation, I might need to do some breath work, or I might need to do some EFT tapping. And I'll make a few more videos that talk about these other modalities as well. But for the most part, after learning and being exposed to all this, I just wanted to really incorporate all these things into my work and have impact, pretty much. So that's pretty much my journey. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be following up with more and going more in depth with sound healing and what sound baths are fully. I wanted to first just begin with my journey. There'll be more videos to come. I'll be uploading a video every Thursday, so please tap in. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to comment below. And also, stay connected. I want to connect with you guys who are interested. All right, you guys, have an amazing day. Bye.